Asia Morning Briefing. Risk of escalating Israel-Iran conflict keeps BTC around 105K, says QCP. However, other data from Glassnode suggests that investor demand for BTC remains solid. Welcome to Asia Morning Briefing, a daily summary of top stories during U.S. hours and an overview of market moves and analysis. For a detailed overview of U.S. markets, see CoinDesk's Crypto Daybook Americas. As Asia opens the trading week, BTC $105 for 63.80 is changing hands at around $105,000, stuck in this range due to market uncertainty about whether the Israel-Iran conflict will escalate into a broader regional war, according to a recent note from trading firm QCP. QCP wrote in a Friday note published on Telegram that risk reversals have flipped decisively, with front-end BTC puts now commanding premiums of up to 5 volatility points over equivalent calls, a clear indicator of heightened investor anxiety and increased hedging against downside risks. The firm said that despite this defensive shift in positioning, BTC has demonstrated notable resilience. Even amid recent volatility, which saw over $1 billion in long positions liquidated across major crypto assets. On-chain data shows that institutional buying continues to provide meaningful support. QCP emphasizes that markets remain stuck in a bind, awaiting clarity on geopolitical outcomes, and warns that the digital asset complex will likely remain tightly linked to headline-driven sentiment shifts for the foreseeable future. With all that in mind, however, Glassnode data provides some reassurance to investors concerned about longer-term directionality. Although recent volatility underscores short-term anxiety, Bitcoin's current cycle gain of 656%, while lower than previous bull markets, is notably impressive given its significantly larger market capitalization today. Previous cycles returned 1,076%, 2015 to 2018, and 1,007%, 2018 to 2022, suggesting investor demand is still pacing closely with BTC's maturation, even as near-term macro jitters dominate market sentiment. The OP_turn debate was less important than what a loud but small group of critics wanted everyone to think, Galaxy Research's Alex Thorne wrote in a recent note. Thorne described critics' reactions as wild accusations of the death of Bitcoin, and argued that such hyperbole was misplaced given historically low mempool congestion. On-chain data shows that the mempool is virtually empty compared to a year ago, and the notion that a congested blockchain is suffocating BTC, as was the prevailing narrative in 2023, now appears significantly overstated. In the note, Thorne further highlighted the irony of labeling arbitrary data as spam, reminding observers that Bitcoin's creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, famously included arbitrary text, the chancellor on brink of second bailout headline, in the Bitcoin's blockchain's very first block. Instead, Thorne argued, Bitcoin's community attention would be better focused on potential upgrades like Check Template Verify, CTV, a proposed opcode enabling strict spending conditions, covenants. We continue to believe CTV is a conservative but powerful opcode that would greatly enhance the ability to build better, safer methods of custody. He wrote, noting that around 20% of Bitcoin's hash rate already signaled support for the upgrade. Bitcoin upgrades require extensive consensus building, reflecting its open-source ethos, and Thorne emphasized that cautious, deliberate evolution remains critical for broader adoption and scalability. Bybit is entering the decentralized exchange space with Byreal, an on-chain trading platform built on Solana. Ben Zhou, Bybit's CEO, announced via X over the weekend, announcing Byreal, our first on-chain DEX incubated by Bybit, will be live by end of the month. Starting from scratch and now born on Solana. What's special? 1/CX plus DEX synergy. Byreal isn't just another DEX. It's combining CEX-grade liquidity with definitive transparency. https://t.co/ju60e4hq4. Byreal's testnet is scheduled to launch on June 30th, with the mainnet rollout expected later this year. Zhou said that Byreal is designed to combine centralized exchange features such as high liquidity and fast execution with the transparency and composability of DeFi. The platform will also include a fair launchpad system and curated yield vaults linked to Solana native assets like BBSOL. Sam Reynolds is a senior reporter based in Asia. Sam was part of the CoinDesk team that won the 2023 Gerald Loeb Award in the breaking news category for coverage of FTX's collapse. Prior to CoinDesk, he was a reporter with Blockworks and a semiconductor analyst with IDC. AI Boost indicates a generative text tool, typically an AI chatbot, contributed to the article. In each and every case, the article was edited, fact-checked, and published by a human. Read more about CoinDesk's AI policy.